Hi guys, this is Nash Sharma, and in this session we will discuss the Sql sequences. What is the Sql sequences? It generates the numbers, integer number, in sequentially. It is also called the user-defined schema bound object. And you can configure the sequences, means you can generate the number ascending or descending. Also, you can set the minimum maximum value. And once the value exceeds the maximum value, then you can reset the value. For better understanding of the sequence, first of all, we will check the difference between the identity column and the sequence. As you can see in the diagram, in the left side, we have the identity property. In the database, we have three tables, table 1, table 2 and table 3. On table 1, we have the PK column with identity property, and this property generates the number in sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these numbers cannot be shared with other tables, table 2 and table 3, because that numbers belong to a particular table. In the right side, we can see the bottom, and the numbers generated by the sequences can be shared with the multiple tables. As you can see, table 1, table 2, table 3. So this is the major difference between the identity and the sequence. Second difference, in case of the identity column, so when you use the insert statement, then it's a auto increment. It generates a number automatically and insert in the table. So as you can see in the example, we have a table that is the test one, and the ID integer type, then identity 1 comma 1, means initial value 1, starting value is a 1, and another one is an interval. In the insert statement, we are inserting the value only for one column, that is the F name, because we cannot insert the value of the identity column explicitly. So this insert statement will take the value for the ID automatically. In case of the sequence, if you use this one, next value for sequence 1, this is the name of the sequence created. So when you use this statement, so it will generate the next value from that sequence and will insert it in your table. So this is the second difference between the identity and the sequence. So you can see there are two more points regarding the difference between the identity and the sequence. Point number 3, in case of the identity, you cannot reset its initial value, but in case of the sequence, you can do that one, and you can define the minimum and maximum value. Point number 4, in case of the identity, maximum value you cannot define. The numbers keep generating from in sequence, but in case of the sequence, you can define the maximum value, you can define the limit. Now, anatomy of the sequence syntax: create sequence, then sequence name, user defined, it could be anything. Then next, start with initial value. So number, you have to define the number you want to start, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it is. Increment by, this is the step. Suppose initial value is 1 and then you define in increment by say 2. Then number would be 1, 3, 5, 7. Then minimum value, you can define the minimum value, and maximum value you can define the limit. And cycle, no cycle. So cycle means, if you choose this option, cycle means once the value exceeds the maximum value, then it will reset to the initial value. Take no cycle, then in that case the value exceeds the maximum value, then it will throw the error. Now we check the sequence with the practical. As you can see, we are creating the two tables, that is the class A and class B. In both tables we have the same fields, that is the roll number, identity column, enrollment, not null, F name, student name, and the class B the same fields. So what we are doing, we are creating the two tables, and suppose there is a school, and there is, in the school we have the multiple classes. So we are entering the details for the different classes. I create these two tables. Done. Now in insert statement, class A, and class B. I'm skipping the roll number because roll number is a identity column and we cannot insert the value explicitly in the roll number. So that's why we have to skip that one. System will insert the value for the roll number automatically. Then roll number and the F name. Class A and class B. For class A, for enrollment is the 1000 and class B again is the same. But the name, the different name is different. I execute the statement. I check the data. So you can see roll number we have 1 in both table. Enrollment number is the same. This is the problem. Because the enrollment number must be the unique in whole school, irrespectively the class. So what is the solution? The sequence is the solution. If we generate this enrollment number by the identity column, then we cannot share the data of one table with the another table. So only the solution is the sequence. Now we check practically how to create the sequence and how to use that one. So as you can see, we have the syntax for that one. Create sequence, enroll sequence. That is the name of the sequence. Start with 1000. That is the initial value. It means the sequence will start from the 1000. Increment by 1. It's a step, means 1001, 1002, 1003. Increment by 1. Minimum value, that is the 1000, and maximum limit 1005. Then cycle. It means once the limit exceeds 1005, then it will reset to the initial value, that is the 1000. If you do not use the cycle, in that case the value exceeds the 1005, it will throw the error. So first of all, I clear the data of previous table. Clear now. Now I create the sequence. Done. Now we have two statements, that is the insert statement, insert class A, enrollment, then F name. So here we have to pick the value from the sequence which we created, because we have this enrollment. We want this enrollment as a unique in whole tables, in whole database of a school. So how to pick the value from the sequence? That is the next for then sequence name and same thing for class B. Done. If I execute these two statements and check the data, so we can see the enrollment number for the class A is the 1000 and for the class B it's a 1001. Next value of the sequence. So this is unique now in whole tables, in the whole school. Again, I execute these two statements, check data again. In class A 1002 and class B 1003, unique in both tables. Again I execute, check data. Now 1004 and 1005. So this is the limit of the sequence, because we have set the maximum limit is the 1005. Also we use the option cycle. It means if I execute this statement again, so this value will reset to initial value, that is the 1005. Again I execute these two statements. Now check data. So you can see line number 4, that is the 1000 value reset, and in class B 1001. So this way you can use a sequence to generate the unique number for whole database. So guys, this was all about the sequence, Sql sequence, how to create that one and how to use that. I hope you understood everything. Thanks for watching the video.